Om Namo Bhagavate Shri Arunachal Ramanaya Om. Namaste everyone. Not sure whether Neelakantanji is there or not. I wanted to share a news about one of the very active members of our Sangha, Asha ji. She has never missed any retreat since we started doing them. And I spoke to her about 10 days ago. She is right now very sick in hospital for last few weeks. And only today I was informed by someone that the doctors have given up hope. So she's on oxygen, high flow, admitted in hospital for a while. But when I spoke to her about a week ago, she said, I'm fine, no problem, and we'll be catching up at Arunachala in the end of August. And she's always positive and never tells how much suffering the body is going through. So she had metastasis, and then that led to lung infection, and that has led to, I think, problem with breathing. Look, we all can say, look, everyone has to die one day, but you still feel for anyone you know. And we all want everyone leaving the body should be in peace, should be pain-free. And I'm telling this just because we all can pray for her. That's all we can do, that she is in bliss and peace. And whether she stays in body for how long, who knows. But I want her to be peaceful. That's all I wish. I know she is not in pain. I spoke to her about it. And last time when we were in Rishikesh, her room was close to my room, and Sam, who is there, he was next door to me, and we used to catch up somehow every day morning around 4:30 or 5 in her room, and she used to prepare tea for us. Somehow we never discussed to do something like that together, but it happened. I used to wake up, leave room, and I saw Sam is leaving, and then she is inviting us to her room, and it became a daily ritual to meet in her room. But I'm glad that since I know her understanding about everything was so clear, her wisdom, her understanding, and her nature of giving always, and never complaining, never talking about her own issues, which is something we all can learn, you know. Shri has sent a picture of her. Of her with Sam. Look, I was talking about these two people. And you will not believe she's 80, but no one in her age group can defeat her in anything. Her enthusiasm, are ready to do things, ready to take initiative, amazing energy. And if you see her story, she has written an autobiography also, which was being published, that how she became the #1 restaurant in Mumbai, single-handedly, that lady, and how she moved into spirituality and such a deep seeking in her arose. It is something we all can learn from her life. Her full name is Asha Javeri, if someone wants to check. And restaurant she owns in Mumbai is known as Swati. She does catering all over the world for people from Singapore, and I know amazing food, pure vegetarian, innovative dishes, amazing power. Whether she stays in body or she leaves body, but she will always be with us. Her beautiful energy, beautiful memories. Anyone wants to say anything? It's an open forum.
Namaste, everybody. It's nice to be with all of your presence. Yeah, I remember Miss Swatiji very well, and how we got on a scooter and we took her up to Neelkant Mahadev Mandir.
Yeah, you found a man who could take her by hook or crook.
Yeah. Then she was. We had a good laugh on the way. I promised her. I will go to a restaurant. And she was making jokes because she was trying to pay me back. And then she did pay me back. She did not, she refused to take money for that. And I told her, I will come to Swati Snacks and all. She said, you are just talking, you will not come. I say, when I'm in Mumbai, I will come, but did not. Let's see how this goes.
Yeah, I'm just remembering because I had a news. I spoke to someone in Mumbai.
She was quite. As I met her, I was also quite inspired by her character because we were assisting her to walk and everywhere, but she would never hold herself back anywhere. And I think she's, of course, whatever her body is destined to go through will go through.
But I would say, and you would agree that, it's good to know people like her, We are fortunate to meet.
Absolutely. She was very inspiring and, still had that full zest of everything. And she was not slow by any way by the age of the body or anything like that. And even I believe she said most of her family is also not there. They've all passed away. So
She's alone, yeah.
Alone at that age. It is to keep all yourself together. I think this is only grace.
I have to tell this story. I had a phone call about a month ago from a lady who said, Sanjay, I want to meet you. And your number, I got it from Asha Javeri ji, and I'm visiting Melbourne. I said, definitely we can catch up. And somehow it took a while. And then she said, look, Now this is last 1 week I'm here. I said, let's catch up today. So I met her at Sai Temple in Camberwell in Melbourne. And she's the founder of that temple. When I went there, on the stone, it's written her name, Neelu Jaggi. She's from Delhi. And she had vision of Sai Baba. She said she was a devotee of Ma Durga, but somehow she had a vision of Sai Baba. Then she visited Sai Baba, and Sai Baba in her vision told her to build a temple. And then it came to her in Melbourne, and Melbourne she has no clue. Her son came to study here, but somehow she went around and with a man, she said Rakesh ji. Now Rakesh is such a common name, but can you believe it's the same Rakesh ji whom I know very well? And he also met me that day in that temple, and they both met after 20 years. But it all happened on that day. And that day we did a special prayer for Asha ji because I knew that she was in hospital. And I sent a vibhuti which was given by the priest. There was a special puja from Sai Baba. I had no clue that she believed in Sai Baba, and they both have gone together to Sai Baba Samadhi, which is near Ahmednagar in Maharashtra. And look, it all happens. And then we did a satsang in Sai Baba temple that day. And she took us to a room which she said is the most powerful, energetic room. And we sat there all together. Everything is connected. That is what I'm trying to say, in this word, how this energy flow, how we are connected with each other. And it is very uplifting to meet seekers, pure-hearted people. It elevates everyone's energy. We all nurture each other. Some people say that awareness is alone. Yes, awareness is alone, but it captures all of us together. In its net, we all are there. Its inclusivity of awareness is so beautiful. Once you know it, you see divine in everything, every being. Every action becomes divine. This is the beauty of knowing self. It is not a small discovery. It is a life-changing discovery in which our family, rather than leaving family, everything becomes family. People, I know a lot of people curse Buddha. They say he left his family. Maybe he left his family, but then whole world became his family. By knowing truth, we become one with everyone. This is its power. Everyone becomes our friend, our family. Coming to satsang, sitting together with all, it looks like one. We are all one. In retreat from day one, everyone looks like we were all there. We knew each other for so long. It is such a beautiful thing to know that truth which is in all of us. Lataji, do you want to say something?
Namaste.
Namaste, namaste. I'm only seeing your eyes.
Yeah.
Maybe you have to move your camera. Yeah.
Is this okay?
Yeah, come on.
Good.
Recalling our previous retreat and wonderful time we've had with everybody, and Asha ji in particular. She's been such an inspiration and doing everything. And you can never say that she's 80-year-old and so much of enthusiasm and readiness for everything.
Yeah.
And I remember the Girivalam was possible thanks to her. So she's made it so convenient for some of us who walk the entire stretch. She said, come, I'm going to arrange something and you can come over. I'm very grateful to her for that. Really beautiful. And the tea that she offered everybody there.
Yeah.
Oh, this is the thing which I like to do. So she fixed up a tea stall and everybody had to halt in the morning and have a cup of tea while proceeding.
Yeah.
Fond memory.
Olga,
Hi.
hello.
Hi. I also met some wonderful people recently. I went to volunteer to rescue farm for 3 days, and I met very unselfish people there. They're Indian, and I was trying to save cows, and I was working there helping them. So I was really inspired because I'm not like that. My personality is very different. And I feel that it's a bit of obstacle. And for people who has unselfish nature, it's easy for them to, it's sort of like a plus, or for you to, it's easy to go on the path. That quality, being unselfish, it looks for me like it helps on the path, helps to understand yourself. That's, what do you think?
You have already answered. Yeah.
Do I have to develop it? Because I don't have it much. I got inspired and I wanted to follow, because I met one girl. She is like from Bollywood. She gave up everything and came here to rescue animals. And she's young, like 30, 40 years old. But she's so giving, preparing food for me, like giving sandwiches. Like, so I was very inspired. And I look like very contrast, like this t-shirt, like I was this and she was this. Compared to her, I was like black.
Yeah, look, I don't think there's no need to compare. Just appreciate it. Appreciation is enough, because that it makes a change in us, you know. And yeah, I can tell you another example. One of the persons who is in our satsang, probably I can't see everyone, but Prashant, he went to Tirunamalai after listening from me, and he got a bit lost. He was looking somewhere and he was on the hill. He met a man, and that man helped him with everything, finding the place and everything. And then all throughout that man was helping him, he thought he's doing it for money. He wants money from him. And then at the end, he, even for whatever auto rickshaw they did to reach, he paid the money because he did not have the change. And then he wanted to give him some big note. He said, take it. I don't need any money from you. And he was surprised and shocked, because all throughout he used him, utilized him, like, you know, as if he was his guide and like a person whom he can take any help. And after that, he paid for the rickshaw and left. He didn't took any money from him. He was so ashamed, because he was thinking that this man is doing all help for money. And I have seen so many people in India like that. They will do everything for you, but not ask any. If you give money, they will throw it away. They don't want anything from you. They are just doing it from their heart. This is a common tendency of people who have money to think a poor man is always after money because they are after money all the time. Rich people are always after money. So they think the poor must be also after money. Even I am so rich and still I'm not satisfied. I'm still greedy. So they must be super greedy. But it's the other way around. These small, projects like rescuing animals or whatever does not need much money. And then there are billionaires, hundreds of billions of dollars. They can't spend on good things. They can spend on helping other corrupt politicians and bureaucrats and all that, not for any good cause. The money earned from the bad resources goes only for the bad work, not for good work. And the money from the good resources, from good intentions, even if it's €1, $1, 1 rupee, it goes for the best cause. It is all about your intention in life, what you really want to do. Sometimes you don't want to do anything. You don't have to do it. Like what you are saying, this girl is very giving. Even if your nature is not giving, if you are in that awareness of just appreciating whatever it is enough. We don't have to copy anyone. Everyone is so different. Everyone has some quality. Everyone is giving in their own way. So it's all okay. It's all good. Appreciate good thing in people is the best thing. Everyone has something good to share. Bhagavan, people used to play trick with Bhagavan who were living with him, because Bhagavan never criticized anyone, never said anything bad about anyone. So they used to talk about someone who was really bad in the town, and then they will be talking in front of Bhagavan, and then they will ask Bhagavan's opinion, and Bhagavan will pick up something very nice about that person, that he was a good artist, or he looked so handsome, or he was very meticulous. And people were shocked that he never said bad about anyone. This is what the goodness in you will always see goodness in others. This is the best way to see the world. Because, in news and all, it's all so much of negativity. If you keep listening to that, keep seeing that, then it does not help us and does not help anyone. Our energy goes down unless you have very profound energy like Bhagavan all the time. Like he used to read newspaper every day. Maybe it must be a joke book for him, maybe reading all that stuff in newspaper, how people are fighting and what they're doing. Nowadays, all the news is a big joke for all of us also. But in Bhagavan times also, for him it must be a joke. There is something so profound in all of us. Once we start living from that profound awareness, we feel so calm, we feel so settled within us. Without changing anything in the world, without even changing your own mind. Leave your personality wherever it is. But have a more panoramic view of everything, your internal, your external. Move away from, I would call, bad energy of ego. Just give peace a chance. Just move. Go back in your seeing. Try to create this gap between you and the mind, feelings, thought, emotions. Start witnessing this sufferer in you. The one who says, I'm suffering, I'm getting affected by feelings, emotions. The one who is getting tired by doership, I'm doing, nothing is working, I'm losing money, I'm losing fame, I'm losing relationships. Just stand back and watch, and you will have a smile on your face, because if you can watch all this, that means you are not that. That is someone who is faking within you as you. Because real you cannot be observed. Real you can be lived. It is like through eye you see, but you cannot see eye. Same is self. Self cannot be seen, objectified, felt. We are self. We are always self. We are nothing other than self. Even if we don't want to be self, we cannot be anything else. There is no way we can be anything else. Yes, we can be self plus emotions, plus thoughts, plus form, plus body, plus this word. It can be plus. But if you delete extra load on you, at the end, this naked truth is only that, what we truly are. Like in dream, one body is less, this body is lying, but there is still some body, some movement. In deep sleep, there is no body, but there is no awareness. So that which is without a body or without a mind or without anything, is that what we are? If you call it practice, then it is a practice to be that. But if it is your understanding, then there is nothing needs to be done for that. It is that. So some teachers even speak like this. They say, no practice is needed. You are already that. I would say practice is needed to reflect upon that, to contemplate on it. That is practice. Practice is needed to remember that. Practice is also needed not to think what you are not. Because by practice, we have landed up in this illusion. So you need some practice to be out of this illusion. If you are so sorted out that someone tells you and you understand, then definitely no practice is needed. But you cannot generalize this thing.
I have to remind myself, I'm not the body, I'm not the mind. Can I say like this?
You can say if it works for you, but I would say the best is just to observe things from where you can observe everything, that panoramic view of everything, that from where, as you said, there is a personality, there is some ego, whatever it is, whatever you think you are constructed of, these thoughts, the thoughts talking to this person in you, this all can be seen, this all can be experienced if you just move a little bit back.
Yeah, just observe it. And not exactly say like, I am not the body. No, but have it in mind that I'm not that.
Not even in mind.
No.
Just awareness of it. Just awareness of it. Just attention to the truth.
This, it doesn't appear as a truth. It does not always appears as a truth. I have to sort of like convince myself. It's not always appears. It appears after some time.
When you say, I have to convince myself.
Yes.
That means you have two self. One is convincing the other.
Yeah.
Really? How many people are living in you? When we say convincing myself, what do you mean to say? Convincing your mind, isn't it?
Yes. Convincing my mind, yeah.
So you give a thought to the mind to say you are this, not this. Is that right?
Yeah.
Maybe that perhaps works for you, but to me, if you ask me, the easiest and simplest way is just to, even to say observe is not the right word, but I don't have any right word. You can just be and see all this, whatever is happening is just happening. But move from that personal I to impersonal I. They both are in you. The one which is always thinking, had doership, planning, and analyzing everything all the time, unnecessary, is the ego I, is a construct of the mind only, mind talking to itself. When you say, I'm convincing mind, it is that ego only trying to convince mind. Yeah. There is no participation of a pure awareness in it. There is no self in it. Self has nothing to convince anyone, anything. It is always free. What I am trying to point out to you is, why don't we just stay there? And let mind be mind and ego be ego and body be body. Just leave everything as whatever they are. Don't try to change anything. You just shift. You shift. Whether you say shifting backward or shifting within. But shifting your focus, giving this mind, this ego as not you, but as a third person, as an object. Try to objectify everything as you see everything outside. It is internal object which you can watch. And you will agree that anything what you can watch can't be you.
It feels like it needs to be accumulated to see in that way.
Try to establish within you, which is impersonal. Go into this impersonal space in you, which you cannot even call as me or I. It is just there. And that is actually, if you want me to say how it feels something actually serious and genuine, from where you cannot lie, from where you cannot fake, which is not ready for any show, which you feel very comfortable with. It is peaceful, it is silent, it is without thought, it has no mind, it has no feeling, it is unmoving. It is the stillness which you are always looking for. It is before mind and beyond mind. It has no mind. You can always stay there. Nobody can take you out from there. Even if someone comes and wants to kill you, they cannot move you from there. And it is not coming and going from this. I would agree, in initial days, it feels as if it is lost and I am in the ego mind and I'm acting again stupid as mind body. But you don't have to say, I am not the mind, I am not the body. Just recognize the truth in you and just be. It's immediate. It's not like you have to bring something from point B to A. It is there. It is always there. Yes, sometimes the mind can come and overpower. It looks like it has overpowered or it has obscured, especially if something big drama happens where you are emotionally involved and a lot of thoughts and. But I have to say, the more you get established there, whatever drama comes in front of you, because we can say prarabdha karma brings dramas, even if you don't want to be, it is your good luck or bad luck. You created that movie. Now you can't leave right now in the middle of movie. But at least you can be in that comfortable space and the drama unfolds. You can only smile from within. You can act like an actor, but your awareness stays there. If you are sincere about it, you will grasp it very immediately. And you will try your best to know it within you. No one else can do it for you. I know people do so many different techniques to be in peace or try to be happy, different meditation techniques. Here, there is no technique. It's not even a path. It is you. You in all reality, in all truth, in all purity. Please don't mix up with thoughts and mind and your body's story and birth and death and plans and family and relative and relations and jobs, positions. This in us has nothing to do with the mind-body complex and its story. It is as alien to the whole thing. That is why it is pure. Do you think we as mind-body are pure? We cannot be. Mind, no one's mind has done all the right things. Half of the time it does wrong, half of the time it does right. But don't blame your mind and all. This is just part of the story. The role is given like this. Sometimes you are intelligent, sometimes you are stupid. I'm not saying to you, don't take it personally, but the mind of all of us is like that. Don't think the Jnani's mind becomes so intellectual and sharp that they always do the right things. No, it can do wrong things. It can wrong things. Wrong means like whatever has to happen just happens. You're driving a car, an accident can happen, you can hit someone, something can happen, you can spill something. You might not be knowing everything. You still have to learn if you have to learn something. Some people have very wrong concepts about realization as they will become Superman or Superwoman, or they have siddhis and then they will know antaryami, everyone's mind, and they can fly, or I don't know, whatever they think. Perhaps they might be taking it from the drugs. Some drugs, magic mushrooms and all this, psilocybin and all psychedelic drugs, they take away the I, the reference I, that ego. And because that I, this reference to the body goes away, they don't know where they are. They are just everywhere. Exactly what we experience when we do these practices. And so the accidents can happen. They can jump from a window thinking now they can fly because there's no body, and they die. So this is the risk of taking these drugs, and then you are addicted to them. And because you have not made the mind as pure, even after those experiments with drugs, you cannot be that, and you are looking for that. When something you have not done has put efforts, and you get it very quickly by, a trip, they call it trip, no? It creates more misery. So best is to prepare, as you said, unselfishness, like you just said, is beautiful. It helps to be there. Because what is this selfishness? It's ego only. Little selfishness or more selfishness or in different things. More you stay in this witnessing, impersonal mode, all the knowledge comes to you. This is knowledge. We are that knowledge. But if you think the mind will get all the knowledge, that knowledge is of no use. That doesn't bring peace. That doesn't bring liberation. Intellectual understanding might be the first step, I don't know, but it has nothing to do with liberation. Liberation is only by acknowledging that impartial, neutral awareness from where everything can be watched as if I am uninvolved. So this body talking, doing, and there might be another body, and all the bodies are there. Every body has the same awareness. In the awareness, in the current of awareness, all the forms are floating. No one is out of it. Practice day and night to be witnessing, but witnessing in a way where no thought is coming to you. If your witnessing is with thoughts, it is not witnessing. Ego also witnesses. People come from a party, they have witnessed everyone. This person was drunk and he was talking cheap, and this person was showing off, and this and that. But is it witnessing? It is commenting on people, likes, dislikes, judging, analyzing, criticizing, isn't it? Ego does that. Ego also, you can say it is witness. It is not witness, it is involvement. Awareness is an uninvolved state of all of us, readily available to any human being who looks within, who looks from the source. More you practice to be there, more it manifests in you. This is the divine in us. This you can call God. This you can call Brahman. If you love any particular deity, you can call that. But it is Brahman. It is self. It is pure self. It is truth. Truth is always uninvolved.
Not very solid for me. Like when I try to be like this, it's sort of like mirage. It's like very far away and not very.
You are far away, or the truth is far away?
Yeah, I don't see that way. It's like it's not very solid. It's like
You want solid self, huh?
good ground. Like
Yeah, this is just a mind's myths, mind's. It is just a mind's imagination. Actually, what you are talking, I can see very clearly. You are just supporting your mind, and what mind is saying, you are speaking out that. It's not coming from heart. If it comes from heart, you cannot speak. It's just the mind talk which you are supporting with your energy. Even mind needs that energy to talk. All the questions, all the doubts are coming from the mind. True self knows everything. It is always free. Anyway, have patience. And when you stay in your own silence, one day you will text me that I got it.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
I put my hand up to ask about something. And specifically, I'm reading the Sadhaka Sanjeevani. And this morning, one of your satsang, I was trying to look which one, but it just automatically played. So I couldn't know. It said, be in the peace, of course. Then it said, now your mind will tell you, okay, go make some money or go make your health better, or go do something, go do something. And then question come in the mind is then, between that and between Krishna saying dharma and, doing, and you are not the doer and I'm not the doer, there is mind comes in, and then at times it is of course, as you are talking in the silence, I get all question is disappearing also. There's nothing there. It's quiet. But yes, sometimes this kind of thing springs up to say, between escapism and between, just doing or allowing what is there to be done without judging and analyzing. This is the reflection I wanted to put up. And another thing I came across, which was very new for me, maybe you can put something what you said, that we are all floating in this awareness. Is there is a meditation or kind of a way of looking in which you look around the form but not at the form, and then immediately quieten my mind, because everywhere is that space, and the space is just a physical manifestation of the silence within. And after that, I can't close my eyes and meditate.
We can do together a short meditation which can be very profound. Let's do together. You can keep your eyes open or you can keep your eyes closed, whatever. And look within and look outwardly that everything is nothing but space. Our body, each atom is more space than solid. Around us there is more space, Akash. If you see the whole planetary system, each planet is there in Akash, which is much more profound. And see the whole Milky Way galaxy. It is all Akash, all space, all awareness. Spacious awareness. Be in that. And then whatever your mind can take you, how far it can take you. You can think about those big telescopes and rockets and all that satellites which have powerful vision and they're looking into this infinite space and those thousands of light years away, stars and everything. What is there in between? Only Akash, only awareness, only space. Where this space has arisen, where is this space which is holding everything? It is holding the earth, it is holding our bodies, all forms, everything. And it is infinite. In our heart is the same Akash, same space, same awareness. And this awareness is the ground. We are all grounded on this awareness of Akash, space. It holds everything. That which is unmanifest is holding its awareness in this profound space. We are that space. This space is pure intelligence. You can even say it as universal mind. It is not for me or for you. It is for everyone, everything, every being. How much can you expand yourself? How much can you expand in any direction? You are that. Unlimited, infinite. Do you have any direction? Do you have any locus? When you are the drop in the ocean, then tell me where you stop, where you start. Do you have any boundaries when you are a drop inside the ocean? This is what we all are. That drop of awareness which is infinite. When this drop of awareness behaves in conditioned mind, it thinks I am individual, I am separate, I am a person. I am born, I will die, and I am a form. The moment, by the grace of that awareness, that Brahman, we realize that I am that, then I am everything. and I am one with everything. Then the forms are there, but forms and me are not in conflict, because all is one and I am that. When I am everything, then how can I hate anything? Can you hate your finger? Can you hate your ear, your nose? All are parts of the body. Then nobody has to develop unselfishness or love for anyone, anything. Whether you do an act of compassion or you don't do, compassion and love just emanates from you by experiencing the truth. Whether you live in society or you live in forest doesn't matter. You don't have to show anyone that you love. You don't have to do any act of goodness to show anyone. What to whom to? Everything is just one. Like everything is in that spacious awareness. Whenever you feel constricted in your thoughts, in your mind, as a body, in a form, always close your eyes and see how vast you are. You encompass everything. Everything is in you. How can you be constricted in such a small body mind and feeling shallow and feeling frustrated? Merge in the ocean of awareness. First and foremost is to recognize this awareness in you. The moment you recognize everything as you, because everything is awareness. Everything is sprouting from awareness and dissolving in awareness. Awareness is unmanifest. Rest all is manifest. Manifest loses its potency when we know the unmanifest. Put all your energy and attention to be the devotee of this awareness. So it pulls you in. They say luck favors prepared mind. I say the grace favors a prepared mind. Prepare your mind to be here. Stay at the source. Even you can say, I don't know what the source is, but just pay attention here. When you are prepared, something will just let you in. Something happens in their preparedness. Life of the body will continue as long it has to, and then it will die. It is none of our business. When you are impersonal awareness, you know that. It is not any intellectual understanding. If you don't get it, you will always be scared of death, and you will always feel that I am the body. I am the body idea doesn't go away by repeating I am not the body, I am not the body. It is only by the experience of the truth in your heart. There is no other way. Soon you will realize that some acts, some thoughts, some intentions are very harmful, very detrimental. They make you slip out of it. And so you want to be there, you will stop doing those acts, even thinking about those acts. This all wisdom, understanding comes within. Nobody has to tell you. But if you still want to follow, you can look into the books, you can follow the rules, yam, niyam, whatever it is. But it all comes very natural. We stumble, we slide, we come back. All this happens within us. Thank you, everyone. Thank you. Om Shanti, Shanti.